Thank you for joining us on Sunshine Report. My name is Adebimpe Akindele. We begin from the education front as the setting up of the panel to review the operations of the University of Medical Sciences, UNIMED, Ondo, has been described as a critical step towards the institution's growth and excellence. While receiving the report detailing findings and recommendations of the panel on the institution's performance and structure, Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa said the decision was laudable as the institutional positions rather than individuals. The governor emphasized that the ultimate aim of the panel's work is to elevate UNIMED into a world-class institution. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole reports.
Hereby inaugurate this institutional panel to the University of Medical Sciences under the leadership of Professor Benga Lumeko. I inaugurate you in the name of the Father, Amen. Of the Son, Amen. And of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Congratulations.
That was the moment when the University of Medical Sciences Ondo Visitation Panel was inaugurated by Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa. 8 weeks after, it was time for members of the panel to submit their findings.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency.
The chairman, Professor Benga Olumekun, said the panel had worked tirelessly to carry out a comprehensive review of UNIMED's operations. He explained that the team examined both the terms of reference provided and other vital aspects that could influence institutional growth. Professor Olumekun advocated a culture of annual performance reviews in the university system to ensure continuous improvement rather than only assessing progress at the end of a tenure.
In doing this assignment, we're not focusing on persons as such. We're focusing on positions, because persons will go, but the positions will remain. And we'd like to see how best to ensure that whoever occupies a position does what he needs to do so that the system can be sustained.
Receiving the 2-volume report, Governor Aiyedatiwa expressed appreciation for the panel's diligence and objectivity, noting that its scope and depth are evident. The governor remarked the panel's decision to focus on institutional positions rather than individuals, stating that such an approach is essential for sustainable growth and continuity.
We as government have a lot to look into based on your terms of reference. You've even gone ahead to look at a professor who's also a seasoned administrator. Areas that you think can be of help that will move the university forward. We have also looked into that.
Describing the visitation panel a critical step towards the institution's growth and excellence, Aiyedatiwa assured that its administration will prioritize the implementation of the actionable recommendations in the report.
I'm so happy with one thing you said in your brief remark before the submission of this report, that in the course of the exercise, you were not just targeting individuals who occupy the seat, but you are looking at the position they occupy. That is the way to build institution. And we are talking about institutional building in this country. And that is one of the ways we can build our institution. You look at the office, irrespective of who is coming to occupy the office, either now or later.
The governor assured that the report will be critically examined for implementation towards the realization of the set objectives. Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
And still on education-related story, building a bullying-free generation is a collective responsibility that involves parents, teachers, and children alike. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, represented by the chairman of the Ondo State Universal Basic Education Board, Mr. Victor Labinton, gave the session at a one-day workshop for strategic stakeholders. The event was held to commemorate the 2025 National Children's Day celebration. Omoriola Humbeji reports that the workshop was organized by the Ondo State Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development.
Themed, stand up, speak up, Building a bullying-free generation, the one-day workshop brought together strategic stakeholders as part of activities marking the 2025 National Children's Day celebration. Among the attendees are school administrators from both primary and secondary schools, parents, politicians, persons with disabilities, and other relevant stakeholders. Governor Ayedatiwa, represented by SUBEB Chairman Victor Olabinton, identified various forms of bullying, including physical, verbal, emotional, sexual, and cyberbullying. He stressed the urgent need for parents, caregivers, educators, and children to adopt concrete strategies to recognize bullying, reduce its occurrence, and minimize its impact on children's daily lives.
For children to be successful, they need to feel safe in their environment. This includes a bully-free learning environment. Kids and teens who are victims of bullies can suffer from physical symptoms and injuries, depression, anxiety, fear, or low esteem. Some kids have turned to suicide as an alternative.
Stakeholders, including the guest speaker, shared their perspectives on bullying and possible solutions.
Bullying is not only among the students, parents also can bully, teachers can bully.
The idea of stand up, speak up is even the solution to most of the social problems, social vices we have in the country. To avoid this issue, let us from home take care of our words. A word, I believe, is not for the wise.
I want to beg and appeal to all our tutors to make extra care, to show care, fatherly and motherly care to these people in their custody. Know that you have been specially chosen by God.
We must take adequate care to ensure that this children doesn't get straight, because it don't give us the protection and the welfare into our own hands.
The Special Advisor to Governor Ayedatiwa on Women Affairs, Dr. Seun Osamaye, emphasized the importance of creating safe and nurturing environment where children can thrive and reach their full potential.
Our governor is committed to the welfare and development of all children in the state. And by God's grace, Ministry of Women Affairs, which have in attendance, the permanent secretary and all directors, to ensure the implementation of our EASE agenda, to ensure the implementation of every plans and programs and policies of the governor for the children.
Briefing journalists earlier on the activities lined up for the celebration, Dr. Osamaye mentioned that events such as oratory competitions, cultural dances, and a march past have been planned.
The Nigerian Children's Parliament, which is a powerful institution that empowers young people to participate meaningfully in decisions affecting their lives, which has either been moribund in the state for over a decade, has been revived. And by God's grace, the Ondo State Children's Parliament will be inaugurated.
She added that no fewer than 2,500 pupils from 100 primary and secondary schools across the state will participate in the competitions. Omoriola Hubiji, Osrc News.
Moving to health, the Ondo State government has re-emphasized commitment to delivering quality healthcare services to the people. While flagging off the 3-day Odatiwa Free Rural Medical Outreach at Owode Owena in a federal local government area, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa stated that his administration will continue to prioritize inclusivity across all sectors. Omoriola Ngbeji again reports that the aged and vulnerable gathered at the Ibule Town Hall for medical exercise.
The free medical outreach designed to serve people at the grassroots is being carried out by the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development in collaboration with the Ministry of Health. Flagging off the activities, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, represented by Special Advisor on Health, Professor Simidele Odimayo, emphasized that health is wealth and assured the people of improved health facilities.
It is actually expected to meet the rural areas so that we can be able to meet these people before the hypertension becomes stroke, before the diabetes become coma, and so many of complications arising. We are just here to meet it so that we can be able to take care of them and also bring them up to be more responsive to healthcare services.
Special advisor to the Governor on Women Affairs, Dr. Sheun Osamaye, said Governor Ayedatiwa is concerned about the health of the aged and vulnerable in society, hence the directive to take proactive measures. She noted that the present administration in Ondo State is committed to ensuring that no one is left out of the dividends of democracy.
Can see the excitement of the women, especially the elderly and the vulnerables. Most importantly, even the physically challenged, people living with disabilities. They are here to receive free medical care, health check, free testing, free drugs, free blood tests, and of course free health insurance, all courtesy of the visionary leadership of Her Excellency Dr. Lucky Orimiso, the Executive Governor of Ondo State. I want to tell you categorically that our people are happy because this is the grassroots health enablement for the vulnerable and the elderly.
Community leaders and other beneficiaries commended Governor Ayedatiwa, describing the intervention as timely and impactful.
The Gary Governor for remembering us to bring the program to our community. I feel so good and I feel happy.
The medical outreach was also extended to other communities, Ijare and Ilaramokin, within the same local government area. Omoriola Humbeji, Osrc News.
Now moving to sports, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa has urged athletes at the ongoing 22nd National Sports Festival to remain courageous, determined and fair while competing. The governor, who paid a surprise visit to the athletes, emphasized that the festival could serve as a launch pad for future sporting careers. He expressed delight at seeing the athletes and recalled Ondo State's proud history at the National Sports Festival since inception in the 1970s. The governor challenged the team to uphold and surpass the achievements of past generations and encouraged them to challenge strongholds like Delta State, which has consistently finished first in recent years, and the host, Ogun State.
We're here to encourage you, to identify with you, to know that we're behind you in every way, to support you. We're also praying for you. I'm a sport lover, and that is why we are supporting, because I believe sports means a lot. Some of you, maybe this is where you'll be discovered for greater performance later in life, where you can make career out of that. A lot of people have created wealth through sports, and you can also make friends, you know, in the course of the event. And I want to charge you to be determined to compete with so much courage and compete fairly, play according to the rules so that you don't get disqualified. Look at the history of Nigerian Sports Festival since it started 1972 or 72 or 73 thereabout. Ondo State has been winning medals. The lowest they've ever gone is about 13th position. We have 36 states now. At some time, Ondo State will come 6th. At other times, that 6th position was so regular. You must not go below that. I think at the time they came forth in one of the festivals. So you can do better. All right? You can do better than others that have performed so well in the past festivals. So I want to encourage all of you, put in your best. Like I said, compete fairly and according to the rule of the game. And I'll be looking forward to receiving you back to Ondo State with so much honor.
The festival, which started on May 16 to end on the 38th, features competitions such as athletics, basketball, and swimming, among others. That's Sunshine News. We'll be back with more updates at 6. Good afternoon.
Go.